An opponent found. Wow.
I wonder who it is. Oh my god, it's Dobby!
Marinara. Hello everyone, GoodraFTW here, and welcome back to Shiny Showdown. This is episode 18, and we have 2 more hunts left before the finale. It's been a ride for sure, especially like with the whatever it was that you want to call the team that I brought last week.
Your team was so goofy looking, I can't, but that's just a Alolan Executor. A Alolan Executor is probably the goofiest looking Pokemon I have ever seen.
Yeah, I would agree with that statement. It was, it wasn't something I necessarily wanted, but I felt like felt like I needed it to fill a role. And it was the only one in that type that could fill that role, so.
Fair enough. Do it for the memes. Do it for the lore. But there are still so many Pokemon. I mean, this is episode 38. There's still so many Pokemon we haven't even scratched the surface of finding yet. So I'm excited to kind of like spend these next couple episodes trying to find some other fun stuff before we close out this season. Very
true. We also have to, hopefully one of us gets to hatch an egg before the season's over. We've doubled our episode output, and neither of us has hatched our Masuda hunt yet. So I'm hoping one of us can get that done.
Well, to successfully do a Masuda hunt, one must first make eggs. Whether we see Dreepy or not is that's going to depend a little bit later because I don't have any eggs at the moment, and I constantly come unprepared. So no eggs for me, but I guess we'll see if you get the Larvitar.
Sounds like someone's fumbling the bag. Well, unfortunately for me, not so much for you, but Allie did win last week's episode, so she will get to pick the first type that we hunt tonight. So what type have you decided to subject us to?
I'm not gonna lie, I walked into last week's episode like after catching those shinies I really had low expectations, so I wasn't prepared to pick, but I think I know what I've got to do. I think I've got to go for ground type.
Ground type.
I know you got the right on, but like we were hunting rocks last week. Now we're going to hunt the ground.
Okay.
Stay grounded.
High and low, you know?
We're staying grounded right now.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. All right, well, let's go jump into the sandwich making mode and get us some nice ground types. Alrighty, what do we look for? That's the question. It's on everyone's minds. Hey, we could go for Gibble. Do we really want Gibble? You know what? That's actually probably not a bad idea. I mean, it wouldn't be, because, like, I think it gets Sand Rush. And if we do manage to hatch the boy, it's really good for a sand team that we could make. We could also go for Geodude. That's one we could do. That'd be funny, right? Do Geodude and just hit Explosion. We could do Choice Band Explosion. That'd be funny. I'd laugh. Would you laugh? Would you laugh if I did that? Alright, where are these Gibble that are allegedly here? Are they in this little tiny cave? Oh, yikes. There are better places to hunt Gibble than this. Let's go up here and see what kind of ground types we can actually spawn. I think it's just going to be a slew of Geodude, honestly. I can't really recall any other ground types that are over here. Mudbray. Sandshrew! How could I forget Sandshrew? Oh my goodness.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie, this was the craziest shiny hunt of Shiny Showdown, and it stinks that it's part of the Lost Shiny Showdown media, but let me just tell you how it went. So, it was water type sandwich. I was hunting a Barboach outbreak. I look up to the side and there's a shiny Pokemon that is not a water type or any of the types we actually encounter this evening. So, with that information, comment what Pokemon you think I caught. It's the only one I caught for this episode, so you'll get to see it when I do my team preview. But let's see what else Goodra for the win catches. See if he happens to get a better team than I do for this episode.
Well, we only have this episode, so we have our 3 sandwich hunts tonight, and then the 3 sandwich hunts for next week's episode, and then that's all we got. So if we're gonna build a sand team in any way, we found a mass outbreak of Morpeko. Fantastic. But if we're gonna build a sand team, it starts with Larvitar, honestly. Congratulations on your Raichu. Is it the Alolan Raichu or just a regular Raichu? That's a shiny Morpeko. All right. Well, here's a shiny Morpeko. All right. Yeah, I'll admit I was not expecting this. So, sure, why not? Might as well. I puts us on the board. Oh no. Well, our sandwich is done. Unfortunately, we weren't able to grab the funny-looking silly guys, but we did get on the board with the Morpeko, so it's better than nothing. But yeah, let's go see what Allie's up to, I guess.
Well, I hope that sandwich was very successful for you. I really do.
It was successful enough.
You know, as long as you are collecting shinies like Infinity Stones, pow pow, I know that you'll be happy.
That's all we can hope for.
Okay, so we started with ground. Which really does make me curious where you go from here. I'm curious, what type are we going to be hunting next?
Well, I know one thing. When I saw that Haxorus come out, I was shaking in my boots. So I think the only respectable response is to also make you shake in your boots. So we're gonna hunt ghost types, because they're scary.
Doing the math, like you're like, I saw the Haxorus and it left me shaking in my boots, and I want to leave you shaking in your boots. And I'm like, well, I just picked ground. And Haxorus is weak to ice. I was expecting ice. I was expecting you to say ice after that monologue, but ghost?
Yes.
Okay.
Ghost.
Ooh, well, this is going to be a spooky one, I'm sure. I am totally quaking in my boots right now.
Well, you know what? That was the goal and the mission, and you know what? As long as we've achieved it, I think we can call it a night, you know?
Well, quake away, and I will catch you after the sandwich is over. Good luck.
Good luck to you. It's almost scary how many ghosts I'll find. Alright, cool. So we hunted ghosts a couple episodes ago, but it was from the wheel. I don't think we got anything at all from it, from what I recall. So we're gonna try to change that today. We do have a Litwick outbreak that we're heading towards. Obviously, there's also Duskull and Dusclops. Dusclops would be kind of annoying, and probably really good, honestly. But we also have the potential to get the Phantump as well, which I love Trevenant. It's fantastic. It's great. It's joyous, Joymundo. But we'll see. We'll just see what we can get. We'll hope for the best. That's all we can really do. Now I don't know how many ghosts are actually going to spawn in the here and like in the woods, because it's not nighttime. So like we may have picked the worst possible time to actually go for this sandwich. But I think the ghosts typically do spawn in the woods even if it's not nighttime. So that's at least gonna work in our favor. Okay, I guess this outbreak is not gonna happen until nighttime, so maybe we're just throwing today. I've been thrown by those Mimikyu before, so if you're always wondering, like, is this Mimikyu shiny? The thing to check is its cheeks. If it's in the shade, check its cheeks, because if it still has like red rosy cheeks, it's not shiny. The shiny actually has like a darker gray, almost black cheek. It's not almost black, but it is a darker gray for sure. So if it is in the shade, it might look shiny, but check his cheeks. We're so late in the sandwich, I don't mind. Oh yes I do. Oh, I have so many Larvitar. Oh no, no, don't tell me it's over. No! Ah. We didn't get it, but maybe we can get through the sandwich stuff fast enough and potentially, if we get fire type on the wheel, we could come back here for like 5 minutes. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I'm back.
You are back.
Yes. Yes, I am. I said I'm back, which I guess makes you Mozart, Rachmaninoff.
Something like that.
Listen, the thing you guys need to know here is that I am a Rachmaninoff stan. In fact, I'm such a Rachmaninoff stan that when my friends had the opportunity to go see the Rachmaninoff statue, they took a selfie and sent it to me. With the intent of just sending me the selfie. They didn't even post it anywhere. Anyways, that one was a scary one. What say you, David?
That's very, very reminiscent of the Ghost of Christmas Past.
Well, we've experienced the past, the future where we'll be in the ground. I just want to know which sandwich is going to be in our present. So you know what it's time for.
It's everyone's favorite time, with everyone's favorite Vanna White impersonator. It is time to spin the wheel.
All right, here we go.
Let's see what that wheel brings us.
All right, on the count of 3. 1, a 2, a 3. Yeah, da, 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 da. We're spinning the wheel to get fire type.
Ooh.
Fire type.
Interesting.
Okay. This adds a brand new layer to what we're going through. I am excited to see what we get on the other side. So let's build a sandwich.
Let's do it.
I've got to say, this last sandwich is going to get things to get real spicy for our battle. So things are heating up. Let's go find some fire Pokemon.
Let's go find some fire Pokemon. All right, I was kind of actually hoping we would get fired. Obviously, our Litwick outbreak is gone. But I kind of want to do Slugma just to have it. I'll check my outbreaks just to make sure we don't have any like obvious fire types we could go for. Of course, all the ghosts are going to show up. Let's just do Slugma because the shiny looks like a metal slime. And that's pretty great. Now, I don't necessarily think Magcargo is probably like a great Pokemon. And obviously, getting the double weakness to Camilla is not fantastic. But you know what? I think it'd be worth it. For just an interesting shiny. Right? It's worth it enough, I think. There's too much happening in the game and it's slowing down the game. And I don't like it when it slows down the game. Hello? No, I don't want this. I don't want this. Please stop. I didn't ask for this. What's going on? No, please don't make me fight him right now. Come on, are you joking? Oh my gosh. Cool, thanks for wasting my time, Terapagos. Sheesh. Man, this battle coming up is gonna be a doozy. We are just getting kind of boned when it comes to these shiny hunts lately, because we only got one the week before last, We only got 2 last week. So far, we've only got 1 this week. So that means we're gonna need at least 2 next week if we don't find one today. We've got 20 seconds. Come on, man. I think that's gonna do us in, honestly. Having to fight this thing. Oh my gosh! Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. I'm gonna finish. Never mind. The eggs are finished anyways. All right. Well. Oh brother man. Oh brother man. What a time. Let me tell you. What a time. All right. Well. More Pico in a dream. I hate this. I hate this so much. All right. Our sandwiches were not kind to us today, which is a bit of a bummer. But you know, we've pulled off the one catch battle before, so But anyways, let's get into the team. So here we have Clarence, our Lycanroc, provided by our good friend Lord Drew. We're using the clear amulet today because we have no way to switch out if we get intimidated, so we need to keep our main attacker attacking, you know? It's kind of important. So max speed, max attack, keen eye, protect, sucker punch, excel rock, rock slide. Spread damage is great. Priority moves are great. Terror rock, you know, good stuff. I would say, but you know, it is what it is. And then last, but possibly least, is we do have the Morpeko holding the Mirror Herb. Now, if you'll notice, we did change the Terra type on this, and I had a thought behind it, right? I wanted something that could resist ground, right? Because ground is a big weakness for this Pokemon. So we went with grass. We also have a move to take advantage of our grass Terra type in Seed Bomb. We do have max attack, max speed. The Mirror Herb is just if she starts to set up or anything or gets any like good stat changes, we can copy that. Potentially get out of our -1 attack hole that will likely be in with the Morpeko. But we do also have Crunch or Wheel and Protect, just so we hit all of our stab bases. And then Protect can buy us an extra turn if we need to go to Hangry mode. But I don't really know. We don't even have a ribbon. Like, they couldn't have given us a ribbon. Like, come on. But I mean, we're gonna do what we can, and that's all we can really hope for.
Let's talk about our team this week, because somehow magically I failed every hunt that we did, but I succeeded in a weird way. So like the Pokemon I'm coming in with this week actually is not any of the types that we hunted. So it's a little bit of an awkward situation because I already know I have to deal with the Lycanroc. So let's look at our leading players here and talk about our strategy. Of course, we have good old Camilla the Gyarados. Amazing gift from my dear friend Lord Drew 360. He's the best and I appreciate him. Make sure you're following him on social media if you are not already. But once again, we've got the Ice type Terra and the Life Orb to hopefully do some damage. But the goal tonight is I am going to kind of spam Earthquake. I'm just going to be real. This is my strategy tonight. I plan to spam Earthquake. It's not the greatest strategy I've ever come up with, but it's simple because I don't just have Gyarados, who is going to be pulling off this move, but I have Noctowl, who I do not plan to terrestrialize. And
finding Noctowl when I was looking for ground-type Pokemon, I was really digging for that Whiscash and the Wooper, and this is just very random. I know the Lycanroc is something I have to deal with. So what I am doing is I am going to kind of tailor my Pokemon to the Lycanroc and not care about anything else, because if I can get rid of the Lycanroc and the electric type move as soon as possible, then I will be okay. But I have the Wackenberry, is the Waconberry, the Wackenberry, but it is supposed to kind of weaken the effects of an electric type move. So if we do happen to see him use the Thunderfang on the Noctowl, then we're going to be fine for at least one turn so that we can eat the berry. But my thought here is we're going to start with a Protect into the Earthquake, just in case he does try to go all in on the Noctowl. And then we're going to use Roost, Hypnosis, and Dream Eater, hopefully just to continuously keep our life going by getting some health points back. I'm nervous about today's battle. This is not good because I have a very glaring weakness. I've been getting into Pokemon Go and knowing that this would be a team that wouldn't work because we have a very obvious deficiency here. So I'm nervous. I don't know what Dave has on the other end. He could have a bunch of ground types, but my goal is if I can get rid of Lycanroc like that, that's my goal, and that's what I'm planning to do.
You can't beat me, LadyDunsparce. I'm in my Lance era, minus the red Gyarados.
Oh, brother. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. Let's see how many she's got. Okay, could be worse. Could be worse. Could be a lot worse. Could be a lot worse. At least we're on a level playing field. I feel better about this. We actually kind of have type advantage. So that's good. That's nice. You love to see that. Let's jump into this and see what we can make happen. I wonder what she'll lead with. Camilla and Abby? What? It is very fitting because Abby is in bed. Alright, so I'm going to Rock Slide. I think I might actually Terra this because Terra Grass does not seem good. So I'm going to Terra Rock Slide. And I'm going to let's crunch into Camilla. Camilla's the one that I'm most worried about just because it does pack water moves, which is not really good for Lycanroc, obviously. And she has had Terra Ice on it in the past. I feel like that's what she's going to be using more than likely. We are going to see the Terra on the Gyarados. She has not changed it. It is Terra Ice. So I do want to go ahead and get the Shindig. Oh. Got to Protect. Do we hit Camilla? We do hit Camilla, so this is good. Is it enough to KO? It is enough to KO. Fantastic. All right, cool. Yeah, I think we're in a good spot. I think we're in a decent spot, personally. We're gonna get hangry here. You love to see it getting hangry. Oh no, his poor little Tommy. Poor little Tommy. Okay, we're gonna Excel Rock, and then we're just going to. Oh no, Aura Wheel is dark now. Crazy. Yeah, I was gonna say that might actually just like one-shot it. Noctowl not known for being particularly bulky, but I was very worried going into this, having just the Morpeko. Oh, he ate a little grape. Look at that. All right, so fortunately we came out on top. That's all we can ask for, really. So thank goodness.
I'd say good game, but that was not a good game.
You know, I was very worried going into that because like Morpeko not very known for being good, you know?
Yeah. But then I was nervous because flying wasn't even one of the types we hunted.
Well, if you recall, neither was electric or dark.
Yeah, so we had a freaky week.
Little bit.
I was so heavily focused on the Lycanroc seeing the Morpeko. Morpeko didn't even touch me. Like, it didn't even do anything.
It was useless, as expected.
Well, thank you, Drew. The Lycanroc kind of like messed me up this week. We're gonna blame that one on him. No, I mean that was rough. But you know, those weeks do happen, and honestly, like, both of us need some stuff for our teams going into next week, because with one single hunt left, and how many Pokemon I know I have moving into this next, like, set of, like, this next team, I'm nervous. There's a lot of stuff I need to cover, and with you getting one this week, I kind of feel you're in the same boat.
I don't even have the bodies for it yet.
There's a lot we gotta do, and it's going to be creative thinking, but that's what Shiny Showdown's all about, taking what we have and making the most out of something that is a little unconventional.
Yeah, I'm just here mouthing to the world. I only have 4 Pokemon on this stretch so far, so I need 2 in this last episode coming up, or this, not the last episode,
Only
but the last
4?
Yeah, I am not doing well. I guess we'll cross that bridge next week when we get there, but thank you guys so much for joining us this fine feathered evening. Hopefully you will subscribe so you can see the next fine feathered evening that we may or may not present to you. We will. But thanks for watching. See you next time, and stay winning, friends.